my channel, give a thumbs up, give a like, give a share, give a comment, so that we'll be able to grow this family together. Remember, this channel has been there actually for quite a period of time, like maybe 3 years or something like that. But I've just decided that I want to grow this channel because I know some things which I can share with my community apart from, what we've been doing for a long time. So as you see the topic over there, I'm going to talk about 5 reasons why the people from Tanzania or the Tanzanian people in general do not participate a lot in green card compared to other nationalities, compared to other nations, compared to other people. Now, according to my own research, according to myself, I've discovered some of the reason why we don't participate in green card for, mostly so many years. But right now we thank God because a lot of people are participating, applying and filling the form correctly and all things like that. One of the things that I think is really hindering the East African, great nation, Tanzanian people to apply the green card is number one, lack of correct information. Lack of correct information. You remember that this is an online process whereby people register online, and most of Tanzanian citizens do not spend their time online, you see. Well, because of, diversity changing, modern, way of life, most of us now are engaging online, communication and online reports and online advertisement and all that. But this was not one of the habits that we have back in the days. And this is the reason why, this is the reason number one why we don't participate a lot in green card. It is because of lack of correct information about it. You see, it takes time for, a lot of such information to be online and then to be able to access such information, you see. So I believe because of what is taking place right now, especially to a lot of people, taking effort to bring excitement and, information about it, we really, thank God for what is going on. And we like to appreciate the EBM scholars and all other YouTubers who are really doing the best to make sure that they bring awareness in the country regarding green card. So one of the reasons why most of Tanzania didn't participate, it is because of lack of knowledge, lack of correct information regarding the green card. Secondly, most of us don't participate in a green card because of language barriers. You see, when I'm talking most of us, because I'm from Tanzania and I'm a Tanzanian, so I'm trying to, speak on behalf of my people, behalf of the majority people in our country. So we have language barrier. Most of us do not speak nice English, don't understand English well. So, and there is this kind of mentality that if I happen to win the green card lottery, what will happen to me when I go to the embassy? This is regarding the embassy interview. I mean visa interview. Once you already have that green card, there will be an issue for communication in embassy. And I want to be honest with you that these are all fears which has no ground at all, because at the embassy they understand that we're not native English speakers, and because we're not native English speakers, they don't really care how good you are in speaking English. So this shouldn't be the reason why you're not going to apply, because let me tell you something. The American embassy knows exactly that you are not the native speaker of English. English is not, your mother language. So why do you fear such a thing like that? But the good thing is, right there at the Embassy of the United States of America, they have people who speak Swahili as well. They give out translation for such people who doesn't speak English, because I've been to the embassy several times and I saw people who do not speak English and they were able to interview it, and they were able to issue the visa. So number one, lack of correct information, because the way it comes through the internet, it comes through online, and most of us were not really used of online engagement and all that. But second major thing which stops people, especially from my nation, from Tanzania, is the language barrier, that all of this information are written in English, and most of people do not speak English. That's to be honest with you. Though right now we have a lot of people who do communicate, who do speak English, but not like, other country. You cannot compare like Kenya, Uganda, and all other East African nation. So I found this as one of the hindrance thing, one of the barrier thing that has been stopping people to participate the green card for a long time. We thank God for now that we've been motivated, to participate for the green card lottery process. And we see a lot of, Tanzanian this year, like never before, participating in green card lottery. So one, lack of correct information about green card, but secondly is language barrier. You see what I'm saying? Language barrier is a big problem in terms of communicating and how to participate in green card lottery. The other thing is fear of, trying a new thing. Fear of trying a new thing. I don't really know if this is only for we as a nation of Tanzanian, or it is something which is, take all over the world. But we have that kind of feeling that this is something new. I got no experience about it. I don't know how to do it. So that kind of thing, to fear to take trial, to fear to try it, to fear to do it. You don't know it. You have no idea about it. You have no experience about it. But there is no way you're going to have experience unless you get to try it. You got to do it something. You see what I'm saying? So fear of traveling, fear of trying it. Most of us, we were born in the same place. You go to school in the same place. You get married in the same place. You start your life right there, and you feel so comfortable right there. You don't have an idea of explore more in this planet. So the third thing is about fear of traveling. Most of Tanzanians are so fearful when it comes to traveling, and just trying something that you've never been doing it. You have no idea of it, but you've got to try it. You've got to do it. So we have that kind of fear, which also has been hindering us to try this, just because, you got nobody in the United States of America, nobody who can host you. So that kind of fear hits you to the point whereby just let it go. But I'm here to tell you something. As much as, it doesn't cost you anything, doesn't kill you, you got to try. You have to try it, You just try it. And the best thing this year, green card, is that you don't need a passport for you to be able to apply. See? So what a privilege that we have, all of us, that will be able to apply even without a passport. Though after you do the application, after you submit this application, you've got to get ready for the passport, because in case God helps you to win the green card lottery, you'll be able to have at least, primary preparation for your visa. This include also our passport. Well, the fourth thing is about expenses. You know what I'm saying? Green card at the first place is free. The first place is free. It's free to apply, free to fill up the forms. But the moment that you're randomly selected with the computer selection, you need some things to process your green card. You need some funds. You need some funds for medical checkup. You need some funds for the, visa fee. You need to, get yourself ready to have a passport. And all of these things cost money. So because of that, somebody say, why do I have to put amount of money in something that I'm not sure that I may be able to win it and have it? So coming on the third thing that I said, fear That's still the thing which is stopping most of us to participate for the green card lottery. But I want to let you know that in this life, you've got to try something. You've got to do something, whether it is so risky. But I believe the more you do it, the more you just try it. You just keep trying it until God do it. So the first thing, which is really being a problem and being like a point of hindrance for a lot of Tanzanians to participate in a green card lottery, is about the expenses behind it. Like, you need a passport, you need to pay for medical checkup, you need all those things. But this is just the same fear which is stopping you do things, because who knows, God can make a way also for these things to be possible. You just got to try. You haven't even win it, and you begin to fear about where you get money for the fee, for the medical checkup, and for all that. You've got to do something at a time. It is time for registration right now. Why don't you just go ahead and register and wait for the next place to take place automatically? Just wait for organic, growth to take place. You find yourself hearing, so much care about where will you get the money to provide for your medical checkup, for your visa fee and all that. And yet you forget that you've got to start right now and do something as you're waiting for God to take you to next step. The other thing is about documentation. Most of us, we were born not even in the hospital. We were born outside the hospital, and there is this thing like you've got to get a birth certificate, you got to get this kind of document, you got to have this and that and that. So a lot of, most of people get so hectic in terms of getting ready all these documentations for preparing for the green card. This also include marriage issues, that most of people didn't marry officially. They have no idea about what you're talking about. You're talking about certification, marriage certification. They've got no idea about it. They've never. See what I'm saying? So that can also bring, psychological fear, and you just worry that, will I be able to obtain all these documents that are required for my green card processing in case I win? I'm here to tell you one thing. You just have to try do it. Just have to apply it. It is now time for application. It's time to fill out those forms. Time to, make sure you got a correct photo. You make sure you got all the, your children photos and your wife and your spouse photos, and just go ahead and apply. Once you apply, give it time. Once you give it time, you never know what God is about to do. So thank you so much, friends. I've just wanted to let you know these 5 tips on what is trying to stop people not to apply for the green card, but you need to overcome those things and go ahead and apply for your green card. My name is Divine. Please, if you're new to my channel, just consider to subscribe, give a thumbs up, give a comment, just share. Let me know what your opinion are in a comment. I'll be so glad to see you down in a comment. I'm gonna put down in my description the correct website for green card application 2024. You've not yet late. You're not late yet. You can just have to keep doing it. Remember, it is starting 5th October to 8th November. So we still have a quite period of time to make sure that we do our applications. Thank you so much for watching. And for those who are in our WhatsApp group, we'll keep doing all the information and share the information as possible as we have. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful moment. Well,